Off the court stories of Coach Corner.
He loves social media. I'm not one who actually, me and my old trainer back in Germany actually put him on Instagram.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, so we showed him Instagram one time, and then after that he's been on it ever since. So like he loves.
Oh yeah?
So I think that's one of the funny things to see him, how much he he loves social media. He loves it.
Umal has been a player that's been in the spotlight. Are there any tips you also give him as encouragement to get his mental game up?
He's good at playing like at 100% at full speed.
Yeah.
So once he learns how to change speeds or how to play at that 80 and be efficient just at that 80 or even 50, 60 sometimes, as long as you can be efficient at all three speeds, then I think it'll take his game to the next level. It's good to actually, for my family back home to actually see my games. My mom wakes up in the morning, 4 o'clock, which is amazing that you guys have it on YouTube for anyone to watch, especially with English commentary. That's big time.
We're here in Taiwan to interview an import player with the TSG Ghost Hawks. I'm your host for today's show, Ryan Chen, also the Plus League English play-by-play commentator. On hand is Damon Brooks. Damon, number 4, back again with the squad. How you feeling?
Feeling all right. Can't complain. Just happy to be here. Another year with this team and just enjoying the season so far.
Yeah, it is the year of the horse, so hopefully that brings you and your squad some good fortune. Let's get into this interview.
For sure.
You know, the first thing I wanted to ask is actually the origin story from your side about how you got in touch with Corner or the Ghost Hawks about coming out to Taiwan to play ball.
Well, I found out Coach Corner contacted me probably like towards the end of my season in Japan. I was with Hokkaido. He mentioned that he was here coaching. He took the opportunity. Then he called me actually on my birthday, and while I was back home in the States, and then pitched it to me and everything. And I mean, he said it was a good situation, nice city with great weather, so I had the opportunity to build something special here. And we did that the first time, so I thought it was a good fit.
One thing that, being the only returning import, I believe you're also assuming a leadership role with the team as one of the team captains. Was that something you put your hand up for, or did the team approach you about running things a little bit more?
I think that it was one of those things the team just kind of voted me for.
Okay.
I think everyone had an input about who they wanted to be captain this year. And I feel like how I carry myself, and I just try to uplift others more than anything. Just try to be a positive voice to not just myself, but everybody. And it's an honor to have that position.
Yeah, it's the second year you're working with the team. How did you view the way the locker room ran itself, and then how did the coaching staff kind of empower that environment?
I think it starts with the players. Also, it's also too the coaching staff getting good guys in. You know how it goes. Good character. If you don't have good character guys, then it's definitely going to show on and off the court. So, but this year I think we have a really good group, good mix of young guys and older guys and veterans. And I also like trying to help the young guys, improve and just share my experience. I mean, I've been around the block for a little while, so just trying to it feels good for me to see them grow, to see them get better every day. I see all the work they put in, so that's what I really like to see, just others to get better and see the fruits of their labor.
Okay. Well, are there any more insights to how you lead the squad? Are you talking to the whole group, or are you pulling a guy aside, or?
It's a combination. As a leader, as a captain, I've been captain of multiple teams so far throughout my career, so I just try to just be more encouraging to me, of course, to the whole team, and never singling nobody out or anything like that. Just want to just be encouraging, just show hey, keep pushing, or certain guys keep shooting. Just be there encouraging guys. Some guys respond differently, to certain things, but that's how you gotta over my 2 years here and observing and seeing this building a relationship with everybody, you just get to learn how people react.
Okay, let's get into maybe how the Ghost Hawks as a team you've seen parts of 2 seasons of their history. They didn't actually play at this venue here at National Tsinghua University. So it's new to your teammates, your local teammates who've been here, Corner, who was at a previous venue too with the same club, but now you guys are here for a second season. Are you starting to get a vibe for how this place is working? And you guys did go on a home winning streak before today's loss.
Oh yeah, this is a great venue, great atmosphere. They do everything they can to make this our home, and we appreciate everyone here working, from people who set up the floor, the gym, everyone putting up the decorations. It just shows how much effort and hard work, not just us. We try to showcase that on the court. Unfortunately, we didn't get that done today, but we try to come out and just show that appreciation to everybody.
Maybe it's at the end we can give a shout out to the fans for coming to support, but then to encourage them to come, because unfortunately for the Ghost Hawks, you played your 2 playoff home games at a different venue, even a little further south. It was still popping though, from what I remember.
Oh yeah, for sure. It was a great atmosphere. The playoffs brings that competitiveness and all that atmosphere, and more people will definitely go show up when your season's on the line for sure. And that's what we play for as players, and that's what we want to showcase it for the fans.
To get into the basketball though, at last season, especially this season a little bit, like the Ghost Hawks, at least the first few home games, play a little nervous, play a little tight. Is there something to like forming a bond with the venue, forming a chemistry when you play at your own building? Because some say there's more pressure. You got more tickets to hand out, you got family obligations. What is there?
Oh, for sure. I think especially when you're in front of your hometown, in front of your families, you want to perform, and that pressure, the internal pressure, that can definitely play a big part, get into your head. It happens. I think that's one of those things where it comes with growth, it comes with experience. The more games and the more comfortability you get with coming here to the gym early, getting a routine, coming in and doing your warm-ups, everything, you get used to it. But I think that's something that we're working on. And the other guys coming in, you got just all the young guys coming in. They got Ray coming in too. Got new Ray integrating him in. So just trying to get everyone on that same page is going to be key for us.
How confident are you actually coming back to the same league, but the other teams know you a little bit better? What's going on with your individual game that's taken a step up?
Just trying to do whatever the team needs me to do. To win. I'm a competitor at heart, through and through. I put in a lot of work in the off season, just trying to work on my game and just trying to expand my game. I've been playing for a couple teams. I've been at age for a long time, so I know what kind to expect, especially now with 3 imports, 2 on the court at one time. So I'm used to that. I'm used to that dynamic. So I know what that entails, especially with import and my responsibilities.
True. You're starting to get some hardware. You have, week MVPs. You have maybe in the future other things coming your way in terms of the hardware. What I wanted to ask you, do you feel that you might have some basketball superpowers? I asked that because there's certainly, you're looking at your player basketball card, it's well, he's not the tallest guy. What makes him, a standout player in any basketball league? Do you have some naysayers you like to silence?
I think as I've gotten older, my IQ has risen a lot. Just playing different styles of basketball. I watch basketball, you ask my wife, day and night, college basketball, NBA, Euro League. I'm always watching basketball. So just with that and just my experience, I feel like it's just all coming together, a good combination at the right time. And I usually do well in my second year in the league.
Oh, okay.
I feel like when I get comfortable, I understand how everything works. So that's why I feel like I have that. Try to take that.
You must be the sophomore that takes the big step up to make the varsity team when all your classmates are still playing on JV.
Oh yeah, that's definitely been it. In high school, college, even overseas, it's always been like that.
Okay. Were there some foundational basketball stories in your youth that kind of set you up to a path of not only do I like basketball a lot, but I could be good at basketball? Do you have any recollections of how that kind of came to mind?
To be honest, I just always loved basketball when I was younger. I just loved playing. I never thought I would be professional, to be honest. That was never my goal. When I picked schools, it wasn't my main priority. When I went to Davidson, I went there with my best friend from high school. Okay. So I committed really late. He committed really early, so he the one who persuaded me to go to Davidson. And then once I got there, just trusted the work. I've always been a gym rat. So just went there, trusted the system, and just got a lot better. And then my sophomore year got player of the year and all these accolades, and then just built it up from there. And that's how it just came about. When I first started, I never thought I would be played overseas, especially this long.
Okay, second year DeMond, watch out. All right. While we're still reminiscing, one thing that's kind of on our mind in the month of March is the East Asia Super League Finals. And I asked that because 3 Japanese B-League clubs have made the finals, if you watch so much basketball, I want to ask you, is the hype real? Like all three clubs making it, you know, they play such different styles, but they're competitive teams. They seem to be so smart on the floor. What's your recollection of Japanese basketball, and what have you seen more recently?
Japanese basketball, I mean, it's really high level, especially to be one league. I mean, I played against those teams, Alvark, Tokyo, Brex, what's the other one? I played for
Alvark,
Okinawa.
Tokyo.
I played for Okinawa,
Yeah, you
so
played.
I know what it entails and how much work those guys put in on a daily basis. I mean, 60 games, getting through a season, like the workload, and also to how much work the coaching staff put into me scouting every game. And every game's a battle, especially having to come back-to-back, play Saturday and Sunday, so you get a good understanding of who you're going against. But it's a great league, and it's good to see three of those teams and see Fubon and the Pilots compete with against those teams.
Right.
Just shows how much balance it is across just these two countries in general.
Is the Ghost Hawks themselves. Last season, Corner and Ian, the general manager, didn't make any changes with imports, but this year we've already seen two guys depart from the team, and we have two new players who actually took the floor today. What can you tell us about Vanas Grisiones and Ray McCallum, who's the most recent signing with the team? How are they working into the club?
I think they're working pretty good. They're working hard. First of all, they're great guys. Like I said, Coach Corner, puts character in everything. So I think him coming in, just not messing up the dynamic as a team, but just added to it. Had a different perspective, a couple group guys that's just that's familiar. Ray's been here in Taiwan, so he's familiar with some of the guys. This has been his first time, so he don't really know what to expect. But the thing is, he gonna bring that youth and bring that hustle what he's been bringing for us, especially that size down low. So I mean, I think what they have done so far has been tremendous, especially what we needed.
Yeah. Okay. You know, you probably have a good perspective having played in Europe, right, where the import rules almost sometimes don't exist, and then you've been in Asia and Japan and now in Taiwan. How do you describe the balance of obviously how they perform on the court, who's scoring, who's taking shots, but how you run practice, how you run the locker rooms from your perspective of how imports and local players, the dynamic could work?
I think because there's more imports in Europe, I feel like the most important thing is that bridge between the imports and the locals. I think that's with both teams actually. I think that's a very, very fragile and also important relationship that you have to have with both teams. I think it's probably more important over here.
Okay.
Just because I think with the language dynamic, you got a translator, so it's you got to be able to find and be more creative with how to interact with one another, how to communicate with one another. Whereas in Europe, I feel like everyone knows English and everyone's probably played some level of college basketball or something like that. And so I feel like the talent, I would say the talent level, but the IQ and the experience for those guys is pretty even across the board. Whereas it's here, it's different.
Yeah. There's a lot of dynamics at play.
Yeah.
Does that mean you've been picking up some Mandarin or Taiwanese since we're here in Tainan?
No, I haven't, to be honest. I know the simple words just to get me by, but I haven't. Every time I try to learn a language, I start picking up and then I never go back to that.
Oh, see, that must be the cue.
I'm trying
you got to eat, right? So what is your favorite food in town?
I like the beef noodle soup.
Well, that's easy. You can order that, right?
Yeah, I go order that. And then I've been a fan of this great hot pot place next to me.
Okay.
Hot pot and stuff.
See, the beef noodle soup, entertain your guests from out of town with beef noodle soup. You want to get close to the local players or the local populace. Eat hot pot with them.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
So that's how you differentiate.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Okay. Well, we're good. All right. Well, now we talked about the imports and the local players. Let's talk about somebody who stands out as making a lot of improvement from last year to this year. Not only their work in the practice, but also with their role on the floor and how much more responsibility they're assuming from this year compared to last year. Do you have anybody in mind?
I got two people in mind. I'll first start with Ethan. He really impressed me this year coming in. Knowing his story, being a Division III player, coming out here, finding his footing. And I've been really proud of him lately for the step that he's taken, especially this year, coming off the bench, giving us giving us everything he has, his energy, offense and defensive end. And he's like a sponge, always constantly trying to learn, like ask me questions, maybe a joke and stuff like that. So I've been really, really proud of his success so far this season. And also Mal, of course, happy for him getting Player of the Month. I mean, he's been huge for us, especially with me, like you said, with Tobin and Kenneth had left. He had to step up a lot. So, and Coach, I know Coach for a long time. He's pretty hard on his point guards. So, but he's taken it on the chin. He's embraced it, and just seeing his growth from even last year to this year has been amazing. We've been able to work with him. He's in the gym every day, like working on his jump shot, working on his strength, working on his ball handling. So to see those two guys grow for sure has been good to watch.
Okay. You know, actually, Gumao has been a player that's been in the spotlight in Taiwanese basketball. Hey, Goops, are there any tips for him on the mental game part of being a basketball player, being a front court? I mean, he has hardware to his name, but, you know, he's not yet made the team a championship team yet. He's also not had the national team experience yet. Are there any tips you also give him as encouragement to get his mental game up?
Oh, for sure. I tell him all the time, like, he's good at playing like at 100% at full speed.
Yeah.
So once he learns how to change speeds or how to play at that 80 and be efficient just at that 80 or even 50, 60 sometimes, as long as you can be efficient at all three speeds, then I think it'll take his game to the next level.
All right, that's cool. Okay, since we've gone over some of the teammates that have come back, I want to ask you about the newer teammates because, you know, at first they didn't get in the rotation to begin with, but they had a little bit of a resume. I'm talking about number 23, Phil, Chen Fanboyan, and number 1, Lewis, Wang Luxiang. You know, Wang Luxiang was a starter. Phil was a guy that everyone touted his potential, but they've actually made starters in some of the games here. They've played a role. What can you say about new local signings or new local additions to the squad and how they've worked out so far and adding to the team dynamics?
I think they've been great players so far. I think it's a different system, different environment they was different from. I know Phil came from the Steelers and Lewis came from the Mars. So I know it's kind of different experience, different culture coming in.
Yeah.
Especially with Coach Corner. I remember a quick story with Lewis, the first practice, he was like, man, this is intense. And I just burst out laughing in the first like 10 minutes, like, because everyone, there was no joking or nothing. Everybody was just straight serious, just straight locked in and focused. So he was just kind of cut off guard with that. But I think it was one of those things just that just Coach Corner just brought in a different environment. I think so. Some guys takes an adjustment, but I think those guys have been making it pretty well. And just with Lewis just coming in, finding his footing, just think about defense first. He's won us some games with his defense and then knocking down shots. And then Phil, I mean, I think like you said, the potential's there for him. I mean, he has the body, he has the shot, he has the body, he has the skills to be one of the best players. I tell him all the time, you have one of the best. You got the potential to be one of the best players in Taiwan. You know how to just get the mental side, know how to lock in, and which I feel like he's starting to do. Keep his confidence up. I think right now it's more of his shot. If his shot's fall, then he's good. If it's not, then so now it's telling, hey man, like you know you can score. Just keep working on the other things.
Off the court stories of Coach Corner that you can share with us and the dynamics that he is as a human being, in addition to being your head coach.
Funny. He loves social media. I'm not one who actually, me and my old trainer back in Germany actually put him on Instagram.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, so we showed him Instagram one time and then after that he's been on it ever since. So like he loves So I think that's one of the funny things to seeing him, how much he he loves social media. He loves that.
Wow, do you imagine that like, you know, after your playing days, maybe after his coaching days, you guys stay in touch? And
oh, for sure. I mean, I've known Coach for a long time. I mean, other than just coach, I mean, coach-player dynamic, he's a better person. I mean, we talk, I mean, there's a lot of times we talk, and we talk about basketball, talk about life, talk about other subjects that we share in common. I mean, he's a really good mentor for me.
Oh, yeah.
Like just about life and a whole bunch of other things. So I respect him a lot. He's one of the most important 3 coaches I've had in my career so far.
All right, well, we'll leave it at that. But do you imagine you might end up being a coach because of his influence?
Oh man, I would love to be a coach. I mean, I love basketball. I mean, when I was out for my knee with a knee injury, I coached high school basketball, fell in love with it. So I think it's definitely something I would love to do. I mean, hopefully, if I got the chance to be at this level, that would be amazing.
Okay.
I mean, I don't know, but I would definitely hop on the chance to be a coach for sure.
What do you imagine is something you need to learn that you don't know already as a player about coaching? Because, you know, when you're a player, you say, well, I run this play, I do this sub, but like when you get to it, there's a lot of things you don't know. What is something you think could be a learning experience?
I think a good learning experience is more just like getting guys to like that transition from practice to the game.
Oh.
Like just how you install systems, how to like create a culture, and then have to bring that over to the game as well. I think there's the best coaches know how to get the best out of practice and then make that translate easier to the game. So I think that's something for me as a coach, like I would have to need to get that experience.
Okay, when you figure that out, you let me know, because I was a practice player too, could not deliver when it came game time. Well, I think one more thing we need to cover is your significant other. Teresa's been here. Is she here full time with you?
Oh yeah, she's here full time.
Right.
She'll come. She came like a month after I did, but she'll come towards the regular season starts. She won't be here for the preseason, but she stays with me the whole time.
Okay. What do you think is her answer when if I were to ask, what's her favorite thing about being here in Taiwan, being here in Tainan?
She would say the people. She means the relationship she's built here and all the friends, and I think that's been the biggest change for and the biggest positive for us being here. How open everyone is, just everyone's so friendly here, and also just not just friendly, but hanging out with other people, going out to eat, actually building relationships. Like being friends with your sister, all that, they be hopping around town all the time. So I already know. So just having that, I think she didn't really have that much of that in Japan.
Oh yeah.
So just being here and just creating friendships that just hopefully last beyond this, I think that's definitely been the biggest part.
Okay. What does your family, maybe who doesn't live in Taiwan, say about you playing out here with the access through, YouTube live streams, what access, maybe social media, they put you up quite a bit, certainly if you do well. How does your outside family view your opportunity here with the Ghost Hawks?
Oh, they love it. I mean, everyone keeps asking me how many more years you got. So I don't know. I'm gonna keep going as long as I can. It's good to actually for my family back home to actually see my games. My mom wakes up in the morning, 4 o'clock, and then which is amazing that you guys have it on YouTube for anyone to watch, especially with English commentary. That's big time. I think it's the first league I've been in Asia for sure. In Japan, you have to go through a whole bunch of loopholes, VPNs, and everything to watch the game there. But here, it's pretty simple. So I mean, my whole family loves it.
All right. Well, let her know it's also video on demand, so she can wake up at like a reasonable 6, 7 o'clock.
Oh, no, she needs to. She said she needs to watch it live. She can't do it because she won't watch it.
All right. Well, we appreciate having her enthusiasm for you and the league. Damon, it's been a great experience.
No problem, man. Appreciate you.
Hopefully you recover good, and then we'll see you back on the floor.
I'll be back soon.
All right. Well, thank you, Damon, for taking part of our interview here from his home court in Tainan in National Tsinghua University. We thank you, the viewer, for watching. Be sure to leave a like and subscribe to the Plus League YouTube channel for more. I'm Ryan Chen, and we'll sign off for this one.